in April, I'm starting my new bullet journal, and I want to show you how I organize it and also show you some of Oa's work. Oa is a disabled content creator. She does mainly talk about bullet journaling or her chronic condition, chronic illness and disabilities. So check her work, it's really good. And those templates that she made is really, really useful for me. So first I did a summary table because always useful. And then there's some information about my chronic illness, my disabilities, the medical precautions that I want people to know, how to handle me if I have something bad happening to me, the people to contact. I don't know if I have an accident, they have to contact someone, ask about my will if something happened. All the informations are here, and I feel it's something really important for me and a relief that if I have an accident, I would be mostly well taken care of, because we never know otherwise. So that's the doctor's information template from Oa. So I just changed that. I don't remember what it is. I believe it was number, and I changed for type because it was most useful for me to put the type of doctor that I was seeing. For example, the psychologist, the pain doctor, gynecologist. If you wonder why those words are like that, it's because my main language is French. So this is why. And this is the list of diagnosis or mention of some stuff that I have. Now, if you wonder why I print it like that, I know there's a reason, but I don't remember which one it is. So I thought it was interesting for me to have some information quickly on hand. If, for example, a doctor said that I have a loss of muscle tone, stuff like that, I could say, actually it was mentioned in 97, so it's not new. Thank you for that. So that's why I have some information here. It's good. Then the allergy list that I have to complete still, the medication log, which I think is really useful. I would put some type of note, or if you're seeing this, there, because some I have to take it until a certain time, or if I'm changing something. That, for example, I took, don't remember the name of this plant, I took it for some times and then I stopped early in 2023. So but other than that, it's perfect for me and it's really, really good. Then the pain tracker. So for the scale, I decided to do 1 to 5 because I feel the 1 to 10 is too much in my skin, I would say, and I thought that maybe it would influence the way that I'm using it. That would not be good. And so this one is really intuitive for me with the color. I know like 3 is not that good, 4 it's getting bad, and 5 it's really, really bad. So it's really good because that way I could scale my pain. Like, for example, the 1st of January I was at a 5, so I know if I double it for a 1 to 10 pain scale, it would be a 10. So I was really bad. And I color those little square too, because that way I could really see really easily if there's improvement or if there's something bad. Like, for example, there was a day I had a 2, amazing, that never happens. A 2 is a 4 in 1 to 10 scale, but it was so great, so I can see it really, really quickly because it's green. So for me, so cool. Then the poop tracker. When you see all those poop, you can understand why my hand was hurting and how I was happy to have some stuff that I just had to print it. I need that because without it, I am not able to answer doctors about the last time I pooped. And also, it's really, really satisfying to color some poop. It's good. Moving on. That's my hormonal tracker, so I don't put keys, but that way I could really see, like, for example, I had quite a lot of pain on my low belly etc., etc. So in January, this day I had spotting. I don't had any bleeding this year, so far so good. In March I had the hormonal injection, so that way it's easy for me to see if there's development, and I already planned the one for 2024. And there's the doctor appointments log that I'm using more as a future log. That is so useful. You can see that in May I already had a lot of stuff to plan. So yeah, and I already have printed one for 2024. I am so grateful for that. It's really useful and it's perfect for my use. That is empty still. It's my statistics that I'm doing to see if there's improvement or not with my situation. That is my weight following for me and for my cat, because we both have eating disorder and weight issue. So that way I could see really quickly if there's improvement or not, the evolution between 2021, 22, and now it's for 23. So it's useful for us, don't judge. That's the objective of the year 2022, 2023, and there will be 2024 when we will be there. That is my saving money thing. So every month I am doing my budget slash tracker of expense and to see if I spend too much money, basically. And sometimes I'm able to save money. So that way I would put that here. So for example, I saved that in January, that in February. But sometimes I spend too much and I had like 400 spend it too much, because it's the way it is with medical bills. So that way I could see if overall it's well managed or not. So yeah, there is my periodic appointment. If you are chronically ill and anything like me, you are always in doctors and therefore you always forgot to go to the pointly appointment. For example, the ophthalmologist, I have to go there once every 3 years to have my vision checked, and I had that I have to correct that, it's wrong. My last appointment was I believe February 2023, and therefore if I'm asking when was the last time I went there, I had the date. So that way it's useful. Like for example, the dentist, I have to go every year. I know that is the date I was there the last time, so I would be able to plan the last appointment. Also, there's some appointments that I will need later in life. For example, breast cancer, colorectal cancer. I am not there yet, but one day I would be, and I'm quite sure that I would still be using bullet journal. So I've already put that, like, when you have 50 years old, you have to check that every 2 years. So yeah, that's cool. I have some addresses that are important because I'm using disability transportation. So if I have to save a disability transport, that's useful to have that. And that's the food thing. I'm really bad at it still because I have some issues, but that's useful for planning meals, and that's the list of stuff that I have to buy to be sure that I have everything to cook the meals. So yeah, I decided to write that with a pencil. That way I could really quickly erase the information and use it all over again. So yeah, that's cool. And now we are in April. So yeah, thank you Oa for your templates. It's really useful for me. I am still using some of her templates, but not in my bullet journal. I'm testing them to see if they would be useful for me, and then I would put that on my bullet journal. So that's so great. Thank you again. Check her work. Okay, bye.